What's happening, folks? Welcome to another video. So we got an interesting vid today because y'all know the little tracker, the red tracker that I fish out of all the time, the little riverboat, this one right here. Well, she's no longer with us. We got rid of that boat, but we have a new boat that I've never fished out of that we are going to go pick up right now and take her out on the maiden voyage and see if we can catch our very first fish out of the new boat. Now this boat is bigger, it's wider, it's got more room, and it's a different brand. So this is gonna be cool. I'm excited about it. It is, folks, it is a chilly January 2025. Like, this has been a cold January for here in Florida. So I don't know how it's gonna affect the fishing, but you know, we grinding through the winter. We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna jump in the car right now and take you guys along with me. Dang, nobody here today. That is good. Empty launch on the weekend is always nice. All right, folks, so we just put the boat in the water. Here's the reveal right here. Folks, this is a Ranger RT 178C right here, black, and it's got a 70 horse on the back. It is a lot bigger boat than that tracker. Going to be perfect for the winter, and when I pull it out of the water, I'll show it to you even better than that. There has never been a fish caught on this boat right here, and so that's kind of exciting. Let's go. We got to crank her up here. All right, here we go. Whew, that engine is nice and quiet. Yeah, that engine is way quieter than the one on the tracker. It's not even close. Wow, that's cool. I like it. I like it. And let me show you this, guys. We got a low rance on the front, so we do have that depth finder. That's going to allow us to find some fish in deeper water, which I really like. And I love the fact that we actually have a fuel gauge on this that works. Oh man. Now we are breaking the boat in. That means anytime you're breaking a boat in, you can't go over a certain RPM. Today we cannot go over 4,000 RPMs, and so we're going to kind of have to keep it slow. It is I don't know, you can't tell from here, but it is extremely low tide today. Now we do have an incoming tide. A lot of times when this river's this low, we had a major front come through, and we've got a north wind this morning and a low tide, and that water is just pushed out. Now when it gets like that, it's tough. It's not as good. So we're gonna have to wait till that water comes back up, I feel like, before we catch anything, but that's not gonna keep us from trying. Let's go. Woo! We have stopped at our first spot, and what we're going to do is just kind of test the boat out first. I got this little rod holder right here, and it's going to slide in there just like that. And then we do have a trolling motor up here. We're going to start off by just trolling. This is a great time of year to troll the river. What's going on here? There we go. Oh yeah, she's working good. It's a foot control trolling motor. We're gonna troll this bank right here, and I'm gonna set out a couple different lures. That's a white paddle tail going out first. All right. This is a great time of year to troll for trout and different stuff like that. I'm gonna stick that in the rod holder, just like that, and then I'm gonna hold one while I'm using the trolling motor up here. And I've got this little Tsunami split tail minnow, and I use that a lot. I talked about that in my last video. But what we're doing here is really just testing the boat out. We're going to do a lot of different things today and hopefully find some fish to catch. We got to catch the first fish in the new boat. So this trolling for trout is a very old school method. that a lot of the old timers do. I grew up doing it with my dad on this river. It's an extremely effective way to find and locate big schools of trout. And we're just trolling along this deep drop off right here. And this time of year, these trout will bunch up in big schools. So when you run across them like this, both rods will usually go off. It's a good way to find and locate fish. And folks, I want to take a second and talk about sponsors. Today's video sponsor is my real estate company. For the time being, I am only promoting my own companies and water lens sunglasses. Hey folks, my name is Brant Peacher, relocation expert here in the state of Florida. I will be your trusted partner for all things real estate here in Florida. So give me a call today or shoot me a message and I'll be happy to set up a free consult. All right, we gotta move it on. All right, folks, we have pulled up to the bridge now and are gonna give it a shot. So far, we have been somewhat unsuccessful. And so because of that reason, I'm breaking out the live shrimp, folks. Live shrimp's gonna get them right here. Live shrimp on a Carolina rig at the bridge in the new boat. It's gotta produce. All right, it's got to produce. We got a little rod holder right here. Stick it in the rod holder and wait. Let's see if we can get the first fish in the new boat. And let's see if it's, I got a feeling it's going to be a good one. I went down with some light line right here and a small hook and a small shrimp because I think I'm getting sheep's head bites. And I just had a couple bites on my shrimp and I actually hung a fish and I lost him, but they felt like sheep's head. So I need to scale down and tackle and change my rigs a little bit if it is sheep's head in order to get them to bite. But we're gonna find out. Oh, I'm on, or am I? Oh, I'm not. Dadgummit. That is not what I wanted to be the first catch in our boat. Dadgum. Look at that right there. Oh, man. Come on. Dang. Okay, well, I guess we broke the ice. Wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but you know what? We had to start somewhere. Only go up from there, unless we catch a catfish, and then we'd be going down. It's time to take a sandwich break. We are officially getting skunked. Man. All right. All we can do is keep trying. We ain't giving up. Now I just want to catch a fish of any kind. Just let me know that there's still fish around. I got a jerk shad tied on now and I'm just cruising down this bank. I have done well on this bank before. We are giving the bridge another try. Okay, shrimp going out here. We're still getting skunked as of right now. Well, we've caught a crab. I'm not counting that. So we gotta make something happen. Oh man. I feel like the bridge is my best bet right now. It's the only place I've gotten any bites today whatsoever, and so we're just gonna fish this hard for a little while.
There's a fish. There's a fish, got him. First fish of the day, and that's a good one. There we go. There we go. We got a good one on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh no, let me get the net. Let me get the net. All right. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on up here. Come on up here. Sweet. All right. That is a keeper sheep's head right there, and that is the first fish in the new boat. We finally broke the ice. And guess what? We're keeping it. Live shrimp at the bridge did the trick. We caught a keeper fish. Let's get another bait out there and see if we can catch another one. Now, in the state of Florida, a sheep's head has to be 12 inches long. That one was between 14 and 15. I measured him. And so that is a good keeper, and we're definitely going to take that guy home. And this is the time of year that we do get a lot of sheep's head. So I'm just glad to know there's life here. Good gracious. I'd love to get a couple more of those. That'd be awesome. That was fun. I may have one on here right now. I can't tell. Yep, we got him. Nice one. Nice one. Oh, yeah, that's a big one, dude. Get out. Get out. Yep, that's a good one. Oh, my gosh, my reel broke. My reel broke. I'm going to have to hand line this guy. Holy cow, guys. My reel just broke. I am fighting a fish. I'm hand lining this guy in. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right, come here. Get the net. Get the net. Got him. Biggin. We just had to hand line that sheep's head in. Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable. Okay. Good. That is an 18-inch sheep's head right there, y'all. That's a nice one. We're starting to get some, but I had to sacrifice a reel for it. That's okay. I got a bunch of new reels coming that I'm going to be fishing with this year, so that's going to be cool. Lord have mercy. Okay, let's clean up. This is a mess here. This guy's done for the day. Put you up. All right, let's keep the party going here, y'all. Another live shrimp going out. I know where y'all sitting now. Right in, well, almost. Let me get it a little closer, a little bit further to the right. I want to get it in that little hole right there. There we go, right there. I know where y'all are sitting. I had to change up rods here because my other reel broke. That's okay. It happens. Cost of doing business. So what's funny with these sheep's head is I'm really not even, I'm keeping a really slack line. These are aggressive sheep's head, and they're actually swallowing this shrimp. And then every minute or so I pick up on it and just see if they're on there. And we may have one right here. Yep, we do. Biggin. Yep, come on out. Come on out, just like that. Just like that, y'all. That's a way bigger fish. I think. No, he's just, yeah, it is. Hold on, that's a good one. Oh no, there goes my GoPro. Holy cow. Hold on, GoPro. He's just foul hooked. That's why I thought he was a bigger fish. We're breaking reels, losing GoPros, but we are finally catching fish on the new boat. Wait till y'all see this guy right here. Look at that one right there, folks. That is a nice sheep. Beautiful fish, and these are great to eat, in case anybody's wondering. Yes, they are very good to eat. How cool was that I was going through exactly what I do to get these guys to bite, and it happened just like I was saying as I was talking. That was pretty cool. Sometimes all it takes, folks, is waiting that tide out, and you can be successful. That's what we did today. Start off with a really tight drag when I'm doing this. You want to be able to pull them out of there without them breaking you off, without them getting you in that structure. And then I'll back off of the drag a little bit once I get them away from the bridge. When you're light lining fish, what we're doing is light tackle fishing. So some of these big fish, like a sheep's head, you got to use super light tackle to get them to bite. And so you do have to mess with your drag through the entire process, because you don't want to risk losing that fish. There's another one. There we go. There's another one right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at here, guys. Different species. We got a red. That is actually a legal redfish here in the state of Florida. He's 19 inches long. Beautiful fish. I've already got those sheep's head, so I'm going to release this red. Finding a bite today. All right, let's go. Let's get another bait back in there. It's funny what that tide does. When it turns, you start catching fish, and we get some water in here, you start catching fish. That's cool. It's a good bite right there. Dang. I wonder if it's redfish on this side and sheep's head on the other. It's hard to tell. We're gonna move it on. We may hit some areas on the way back. See if we can catch a few more fish. We're gonna cast a lure here to kind of end the day and see if we can't get bit on something. Zero trout, zero stripers. I've seen none of that. I have seen some reds though. There's a fish. There's a fish. There's a fish. Come here. I was just kind of trolling it behind the boat. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Look at this. We just caught a largie. That's funny. This is a largemouth bass. So hey, that is what? Sheep's head, redfish, largemouth bass. All right. All right. There's usually a striper in here somewhere, and I'm not seeing that right now. I think this is the first time I've ever come up here and not caught at least one trout. And the trout have left the building. It's crazy. Oh, there's a fish. There we go. There we go. Oh, we caught a trout. We caught a trout, finally. I'm not going to keep him because I got all those sheep's head, though. Pretty little trout there, y'all. Let's let him go.
All right, folks, we're back at the house right now, and check these guys out. All right, we're about to clean us up some sheep's head. Let me show you what I'm cleaning these fish with. I got a Dexter Russell 8-inch, and I got this from Beach Bum Outdoors. One of my favorite knives to just pick up and go that's cheap. And with these sheep's head, they can be tough to clean because they got a rib cage right there. That rib cage is very tough. So you can do this. I'm going to show two different ways. You can do this two different ways. You can cut around the rib cage like I did right there. Oh, look, he's got roe. In cutting around the rib cage, you'll lose a little meat, but it will save your knife greatly. So if you're not worried about losing a little bit of meat, then you can cut around that rib cage. These guys are not easy. They got big scales, big rib cage, sharp fins. But look at that. We're doing a good job. I love this little Dexter Russell. It's such a great knife. And as you can see now, because we went around the rib cage like that, which a lot of people do, because these sheep's head will hammer your knife. You see, we have no rib cage right there, and we've got just a fillet that we're going to take off the skin right there. All right, so I will say, because I know I've had some comments about cleaning fish on this table, this is what it's made for. This whole place that we made was for our catch and cooks, for cleaning fish on these tables out here and then cooking them up. And so this is the first time I've actually got to try it out. We do have running water. Now let me show you what not going around the rib cage is going to do. So let's get him started right over here, and let's just leave the rib cage this time. Get all that head meat. Right. Now, here's the fun part. I slightly went around it, but not all the way. So this is where, if you were gonna go around the rib cage, if you were gonna cut through the rib cage, I mean, you're gonna probably need to change to a serrated edge blade knife for that part. But as you can see, you're definitely going to get more meat, but we're still going to end up cutting that rib cage out right here. All right, folks, so we are now ready to cook the sheep's head. We have it laid out right here on our cutting board, and I gotta tell you, we have elected to cook inside today because of the weather. We usually cook in our outdoor kitchen. You know, we're usually frying or grilling or using the Blackstone, but it is freezing outside. It's raining in this. When you combine the Florida humidity with 40-degree weather, it's pretty miserable out there. So what we're gonna do, we've got the cast iron skillet behind us. We're gonna season up these fish real quick. And you know, this time of year, we get a lot of sheep's head, and you know, I feel like that sheep's head is a little bit underappreciated. I enjoy them. They fight hard. They're big. To me, they taste as good or better than a red snapper, and you know, they look like a snapper. We used to call them bay snappers. And they're just a cool fish in my opinion. So just a little salt, pepper, some pyro powder. And folks, I got to tell you too, we got a big day coming up that I don't want you to miss. So we are having on February 14th, 15th, and 16th. We're having a big sale at Beach Bum Outdoors, and what we're doing is we're just getting rid of a ton of inventory so that we can start fresh for 2025. And so we have tons of inventory, tons of great stuff that's going to be marked way down. I'm going to be there. We're going to make this like kind of a fan appreciation day, a meet and greet as well. So if you want to come to the meet and greet, come hang out February 14th, 15th, and 16th. I'll probably be there February 15th. And so you're going to get some amazing fishing tackle deals. Like I've already seen some of the deals we have going, and it's definitely going to be worth you coming to that sale if you're wanting to stock up for the 2025 season. So let's go ahead and put these guys on the skillet over here. Let's go in with a little olive oil here in the pan. A little bit of butter. You know, with these sheep's head, stuff like sheep's head and redfish, it's great pan fried in butter and olive oil. And I did narrow down the trip that I'm taking in February. I appreciate all of y'all's responses. In last video, I asked what you wanted to see, and so what I'm going to do is I am going to do a trip in February where I start up the west coast of Florida and hit like Tampa, Fort Myers, Everglades, and end up in the Florida Keys. And so that's going to be a fun trip. Looking forward to that. Hopefully I can get 5 or 6 videos from that trip. So it's already planned out, folks. That's what we're doing. Check out this plate right here, folks. Now that looks delicious. All right, let's dig in to this sheep's head first. And we got some fresh caught sheep's head, some potatoes. So here's something interesting about sheep's head. Now, I eat all kinds of fish on this channel, and I actually prefer that over, say, a red snapper. If you were to bring me, and red snapper is probably one of the most sought after fish in our entire area, well, really along the entire Gulf Coast. But if you were to bring me this versus red snapper, I'd probably choose this. It's just really flaky, it's tender, it has a great flavor. There is nothing not to like. And think about it like this. They have a diet of shrimp and crabs, so it's obviously going to taste good. Let's get a little bit of those potatoes in with it. So it's funny how a lot of fish that eat shrimp and crabs get a bad reputation, like black drum. Black drum is fantastic. And rightfully so. They just about only eat crabs, which crabs have a great flavor. A grouper. Think about a grouper. A grouper is one of the most sought after fish for table fare. A grouper has a diet of crustaceans and other bottom fish that eat crustaceans, and so their meat just tastes phenomenal. And so it tastes kind of like crab meat. And so this is outstanding. Folks, if you enjoyed the maiden voyage on the new boat, shoot me a thumbs up. Everything I'm involved with linked in my description below. As I said earlier, I'm a licensed real estate agent right here along the Florida Gulf Coast. If you're looking to relocate or know somebody that is, or looking to sell your property, hit me up. All my information is in the description. You can text me, call me, email me. It does not matter. We will catch you next time.